Hi, my name is Tejas Pandya. I'm a fourth year political science student at the University of Windsor.
Hi, my name is Dr. Emmanuel Richer, and I'm a professor of political science here at the University of Windsor.
So we began our working relationship when I was in my second year of university, and I had just started the Outstanding Scholars Program. So I've always been interested in minority rights, and I knew that Dr. Richer did work in minority rights, specifically Indigenous rights. So I went to Dr. Richer and I asked if I could work with her as her Outstanding Scholars student, and she accepted, and then we began our relationship. So at the beginning, it started with doing book summaries, article summaries. I also transcribed audio for Dr. Richer from certain interviews that she had conducted in Washington. And then I also handled some email correspondence with senators and congresspeople from the US. And I'm guessing that Dr. Richer was impressed with some of the work I had done. So from there, we developed a more close relationship. We began working on an article together. But then we split the article into two different articles. So the first article deals with the constitutionalization of Indigenous languages, and then the second article deals with the depth and breadth of Indigenous languages protections within Canada. So from there, what we've done, we've co-authored a op-ed in the Ottawa Citizen along with Professor Major. That was based on the second article that we're currently working on, the depth and breadth of Indigenous language rights protections within Canada, and then we kind of specifically looked at Bill C-91 and looked at how far the depth and breadth of protections are within that bill, and then also prescribed some recommendations for the bill. And then what we've also done, pulling off of the op-ed, is once again with Professor Major as well. We have submitted a brief to the government, which has actually gotten published, and that's also on Indigenous language rights protections.
So we've been interested in language rights for Indigenous peoples in Canada. The UN has declared 2019 as the year of Indigenous languages, and we know that in Canada, Indigenous languages have suffered greatly. And so for the longest time, Indigenous peoples were not allowed to speak their traditional languages. So we were interested in seeing how these languages can be revitalized and promoted. And so this year, the Liberal government of Justin Trudeau tabled Bill C-91, the Indigenous Languages Act. And so the brief we submitted to Parliament was about making recommendations on how to improve the bill.
So I like this work, working with Dr. Richer, for two main reasons. First reason is because I believe this work is important. Indigenous language rights protections in Canada, I believe, have been lacking and can be better. And through the work that Dr. Richer and myself have done alongside Professor Major with the op-ed as well as the government brief, we've actually had the opportunity to influence government policy and also shape public conversation. The second reason, this research experience has kind of set the ground for me achieving my own personal goals, which is to become either a professor within philosophy or political science. So by engaging in this Outstanding Scholars work with Dr. Richer, I've had a taste of what it's like to be an academic, and so far I really like it.